What's good? This the Fuck the Government podcast. I need a guitar riff. What's good? It's your man Trevor. Can't tell you what he doing. It's the Fuck the Government podcast. It's early in the morning. I'm supposed to be sleeping. But I'm not tired, so I'm gonna force myself to go to sleep after this one. I'm gonna try not to be on here too long. Maybe an hour and some change. Who knows? It all depends on how I feel. But this is the Fuck the Government podcast. It is officially tied with the Matrix versus reality. We're both at 30 episodes. Matrix versus reality 30. But the government podcast is 30. Longest running motherfucking shit on my channel. So let's get off into it. We need to talk about the situation with these immigrants, or what they like to call migrants. And it's crucial out here. Or the words of Professor Griff, is critical. But I'm gonna use the words of Stokely Carmichael. Extreme times calls for extreme measures. I'm gonna say it one more time. Extreme times calls for extreme measures. And then I'm gonna hit you with my motto. Viva la revolution. The only solution is revolution. Destroy your government now. And you gotta get ready. This the George Carlin the rap in the building. You know who I am? Do you know who I am? I'm Mr. Fuck the Government. I'm the revolutionary MC. I'm the motherfucking hurricane. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. I'm the storm and the person. I am the dream and the dreamer. The light and the darkness. But you already know what it is. It's Mr. Motherfucker Fuck the Government. Get this on out the way. Fuck the FBI, fuck the CIA, fuck the NSA. Nigga. Exterminate. Sweet Baby Ink fucking up your video games. Fuck them too. Fuck Big Tech. Get ready for Project Bluebeam. Fuck Dr. Fauci. He out there hiding. You're hiding. We gonna find you. You're hiding in your bunker with the rest of those rich billionaires. Can't wait to find that bunker. Always pay attention to the Smith Monk Act, everybody, because the government be lying to you. Question everything. Alright? Question everything. And fuck Klaus Schwab. He's the one that's telling you to eat the bugs. Eat the fucking bugs. You will own nothing and be happy. That's what he's saying to you. So, fuck that nigga. Fuck YouTube and Big Tech for giving me strikes on my first channel. Welcome to the second channel. We over here. Everybody probably getting ready for work, or probably went to sleep or they stayed up all night because it was Saturday. But anyway, um, this is Fuck the Government podcast, episode 30, and we got to talk about the immigrants. Don't call them immigrants. I'm gonna call them immigrants. They're not migrants. These motherfuckers are immigrants. Most of them are criminals. And whether anybody don't like Trump or not, or rather Trump is the puppet. Yes, he is, because we already know he is. But he did say this is gonna happen. All right. Let's just get that out the way. Trump did say these motherfuckers are gonna be coming over here as criminals. But never forget who Trump is. He's a criminal too. This Trump and Kamala Harris shit is two wings of the same damn bird. I want y'all to remember that. Now, to finish off this monologue, why do we call it the Fuck the Government podcast? It's Fuck the Government podcast for a goddamn reason. The government is killing us through the food, through the water, through the air, through disease. And if you don't believe me, there's fluoride in your water. Look it up. GMOs in your food. Look it up. Chemtrails dropping shit from the sky. Look it up. And the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, which is the Center for Disease Creation. Shout out to Truth Virus. Make sure y'all subscribe to Truth Virus 18. Make sure you subscribe to Truth Virus 18. He's a legend. But the CDC makes the diseases. So now that we get out the way, look it up. We need to talk about what's going on with these immigrants coming over here, going to supermarkets, pissing in the produce section, fighting the police, whooping their ass, stabbing and harming innocent people, getting out on bail, throwing up the middle finger like they Stone Cold Steve Austin. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Niggas coming out bandanaed up like they Tupac. Allow me to introduce Mr. Billy the Dawn head ass. These motherfuckers think, like it's like what the fuck? Do they go across the border, go to a CIA office and they give them instructions to terrorize the motherfucking community in downtown areas? This shit fucking crazy, man. You gotta understand, this is real fucking crazy out here. But we about to get off into this. I'm gonna play a video and then I'm gonna play a couple clips. I'm gonna read a couple things. And then I'm gonna get off into my final rant and then we're gonna be about it. Cause I gotta take my black ass to sleep. This probably might be the quickest fuck the government podcast out there. But we gotta spark this blood up first. Now look, they don't pay no games the bowl. They got bunch of head in the bed, man. Everybody still play that 400 degrees, man. It's like every other day I go out, I'm hearing somebody still banging 400 degrees. And they're playing the 400 degrees track. This how you know that track is timeless. But about to play a video. I'm about to play a little clip. About to play a little clip, Skip. Don't shop at Aldi. Don't shop at Aldi. I don't shop any. My father just told me that most people don't know about a secret promotion. And all of this. Fuck a secret promotion. How about a secret promotion at my goddamn job so I can get some extra money? How about that? Catch me outside. How about that?
Problem with what some are calling gang violence at an apartment complex in Oklahoma. The video shows men entering an apartment building with several weapons and busting down a door. And all of this taking place at the apartments, which had become a crime hotspot in that city. Fox 31's we sent that in as was at that complex today as people were moving out, fearing for their.
Real shit. Analyzing what I saw of the video. I'm 60-40, 60, might be real, 40% fake. Because goddamn nobody in the fucking building fought back. Real shit. Nobody in the building fought back. It's like the CIA or the FBI paid just some random young niggas from this Venezuelan gang some money to go take this building. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. We already scoped the building out. Ain't nobody in that bitch with guns. There's a whole bunch of single parent households and a whole bunch of old ladies with cats and dogs and shit. Go in there and take that building. We got a couple guys in there, but they ain't gonna do nothing. And the motherfucker opened up their door like, don't you got a peephole? You ain't gonna motherfucking look out. But I don't know if he had a peephole or not. I didn't pay attention to the door. But let me tell you something. When it's a hostile takeover, ain't nobody gonna knock on a fucking door. I'ma just be honest. The way they was standing, the way they was moving, one nigga got a handgun, one nigga got a assault rifle, one nigga got a handgun, one nigga on a cell phone. Like some agent shit to me. But always factor in the Smith Monk that. Shouts out to the enemy's public for stating this fact. Shouts out to the enemy's public for stating this fact. He said this shit is being televised, you know, it's being put out there, but nothing is being done about it. I just got done doing a video about the Panama Canal on my first channel, talking about the super overkill of what the United States did at Panama. You know, y'all did all that to Panama in '89, but you can't stop this Venezuelan gang in these two buildings. And another thing that Enemies Public pointed out, shouts out to the Enemies Public. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel, the Enemies Public on YouTube. With Brother Nasir. You know, he also said that if it was one of us, yes, we got to talk about race. If it was one of us black people that did, especially me, they would have shot me down like a set it off movie. Night after night, blah, 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 day after, blah, blah. Blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So for these Mexicans, or I mean, damn, for these Venezuelans to come over here and do all this dirt, do all this damage, and nothing happened to them. If you don't look at the fucking obvious, you need to get your head kicked off your shoulders. This is being allowed to happen by our own corrupt government. I wonder how the so-called good cops or the good agents feel. I wonder how many of them giving other agents or other law enforcement the side eye inside their departments or agencies. It's crazy. This is why I say there's no such thing as a good cop or a good fed. All these motherfuckers deserve to be. DED. I was watching repos too. That was my shit. But anyway, the government will always be corrupt, and it will always be COINTELPRO. I say COINTELPRO still active. But let's get back to this.
At that complex today as people were moving out fearing for their safety. Vicente is joining us live from that complex with a closer look at that eye-opening video, Vicente. It is eye-opening, Erica. It is significant because this is the first time we've actually...
It's eye-opening because it's only real shit. There was only one video. One main video where armed motherfuckers knock on someone's door and a stupid motherfucker answer instead of looking through a fucking peephole. Matter of fact, let me go back and see if there was a peephole on that door.
The new video surfacing today showing a huge problem with what some are calling gang violence at an apartment complex in Aurora. The video shows men entering an apartment building with several weapons and then busting down a door. And all of this taking place at the apartments, which had become...
They did not bust down no door. I have to let y'all know that too. They ain't bust down no door. The nigga opened that motherfucker. And they barged in. You feel me? No breaking in and entering. No kicking. They ain't bam on it. They knocked on the fucking door.
In that city. Fox 31's Vicente Arenas was at that complex today as people were moving out.
I don't know if there was a peephole on the door, but I at least would have said, who is it? And it was a voice I don't recognize. I'm like, you probably got the wrong house, sir. I'm sorry, but I don't recognize your voice. Got the wrong house. And then it was like, open up the fucking door. I'm like, okay, now let me grab my shit. You bang on my door again, I'm blasting through this bitch. And then they blast first, I blast back. They kick in. We all have a nice little shootout. Bang, bang. I shot you down. Bang, bang. Hit the ground. But it's six of them and one of me. So at least I go out in a blaze of glory. I took out like at least three of them. Headshot, red dot. You already know what it is.
Vicente is joining us live from that complex with a closer look at that eye-opening video, Vicente. It is eye-opening, Erica. It is significant because this is the first.
And there's also another way to stoke fear in the community. Seeing shit like this and it's all over the news. Now, motherfuckers that stay in apartment complexes next to a Mexican is gonna be fucking wigging the fuck out. Just like pussy ass motherfuckers was wigging out during the 9/11 shit. They was tripping over the motherfuckers, the motherfucking Arabs and the Chaldean niggas. Yeah, shit was crazy.
First time we've actually seen what has been happening inside that apartment complex at different times. This video, there's two different clips you're about to see. One of them, people carrying guns, and another where two people are just trying to break down a door. The video shows a group of men walking up a stairwell at the Edge Lowry apartment complex in Aurora. All of them appear to be carrying rifles and handguns in the video shot earlier this month. One of the men can be seen talking on a cell phone. They all then gather around a door and go in. Another
Okay,
video
now this
shows
is
men
video. Okay,
pushing a door.
now I ain't see this video, so there is another video. Now they're hammering off the door now so they can get in.
Open, but what or who they were searching for, not clear. The video was shot in the building where Cindy and Edward Romero lived until today. They loaded up their stuff and moved out. It's been a nightmare and I can't wait to get out of here. This is how Cindy used to lock her front door.
Now look, they say loaded up the stuff and get out. Where was the gangs at when they was moving out? Because you got to get a truck or you got to have a moving process. So really, nigga, did the gangs really take over that building, or did they just grab 3, maybe 4 apartments? Now these other 2 guys are the different. It was 6 guys in the first video, so let's just say 8 people, or probably 10. I'm gonna say 15 or 20 at the most. If they all wielding guns, yeah, they could take over that building for sure. But nobody shot back. There was no hood nigga there. Think about that part. But if you hood nigga, chances are you a baby father and you got like 3 or 4 kids and you value their safety. So you wait until shit die down to motherfucking leave. Like the people did when they was so-called moving out. But they had the moving truck, they was moving shit in. Did that little moving truck getting ready to get the fuck on out of there. So they all together, they all roam together, huh? They all roam together to a point where you catalog they motherfucking activity and you knew this is the best time to start moving. You know, a moving process take hours. Sometimes motherfuckers can go up the street to a store. I wouldn't be surprised if this incident of those 2 buildings being taken by the Venezuelan gangs was all set up by the government to stoke fear in that little community area and to stoke fear across the waves through the TV and frequencies to make you give all these Mexicans a side eye. Now, what's weird is I need to find out why there's nobody in the line. Like, do I got a strike over here? Nope, because if I had a strike, I wouldn't be live. So maybe everybody don't know too much about the channel, but the cool thing about it is I can always go to my other channel and share this. It's good that I'm getting this out the way now. But shouts out to everybody coming through, even though it says 0. But you know how the Adjustment Bureau is. When you talk about these motherfucking immigrants or the war or the lethal injection, they'll fuck up your life. So it's all good. Plus, I got to factor in it being early. People probably still sleep, stayed up all night, smoking, drinking, fucking around. Or some of us probably just getting off motherfucking midnight shift and we fucking going to sleep, nigga. Shit, nigga. I know how it is. I'm just getting off a midnight shift and I'm supposed to be asleep. I at least got 4 or 5 hours. Like if I go to sleep after this video, I can wake up around 1, leave out before 4, be there on time. Anyway,
Now, Cindy used to lock her front door.
Every day when we come home, we have to do this. Every time we go outside to take out the garbage, every time we try to go to bed at night, we have to keep it like this so nobody can kick in the door.
The couple's car and many others here were riddled with bullets after a shootout at the complex earlier this month. The Romeros say the trouble started when a large number of migrants began moving in. They had not been able to.
a large number of immigrants moved in. Fuck that migrant shit. Immigrants. And what people not understanding is immigrants have been popping their ass up over here since what? Since what? Since y'all been shipping these niggas off boats. When was this? What? 1900s? When it was coming on the shores of New York. As soon as they see the Statue of Liberty, oh my God, we made it to land. All that bullshit. How many? Me, I can catalog as far back as what, the 40s when y'all was bringing Yahtzee scientists over here, and then created NASA and start feeding us fake space news and shit. What was that shit really fucks with me. It let me know that the United States ain't as smart as we think they are. Cause you stole all the smart niggas from Germany. Motherfuckers been talking about immigration forever. There was a immigration episode in The Simpsons about Apu. They was trying to deport that nigga, and Apu from The Simpsons tried to act American, grabbed a cowboy hat, turned this whole motherfucking stole to American style and shit. He started trying to talk different. And then the nigga started hallucinating, started seeing his family through a motherfucking magazine. It's like, don't forget who you are, you know? And that was a message. Don't forget who you are. So the nigga took off all that American shit and he embraced his culture. You know, that was an Apu episode of The Simpsons. Check that out. It was about immigration in that bit. And what's crazy is this: the episode was about the mayor going through a scandal, and he created this illegal immigrant shit to cover up the bullshit that he was doing. You know, so let's divert the attention off of my scandal and let's talk about immigration. Like, for example, let's not talk about the scamdemic no more or the Russia Gate no more. Let's let's create a possible civil war with Americans and immigrants or black people and fucking immigrants. The shit crazy. Now, get back to the video. I hate this phone.
Large number of migrants began moving in. They had not been able to move out for different reasons.
We couldn't get any. We tried reaching out to the resources, but they told us since it wasn't actually a condemned building, we would have to wait until that was the issue, but we didn't want to wait for that. So the only help I got was after talking to you.
We showed council member Daniel.
Yeah, they don't even give a fuck. Oh shit. Somebody's complaining about a motherfucking migrant. Oh well, there's nothing we can do. The government protects them. There's nothing we can do. The government protects them. There's nothing we can do. The cops and the feds protect them. These people are going to have to keep suffering and struggling. They can't afford to move, so they got to deal with it. Oh, yes, let's let them crash out so we can lock them up. Let's let them crash out so we can take the dead bodies and the organs and shit. You know, fuck the government.
Neil Jurinsky the video. Today, she helped the couple move out and find a new place to live.
The city nonprofits have lined up to help the migrants that have come here, but nobody is helping the American citizens, the residents that are trapped in these apartment complexes.
The Romeros tell us others living here had been asking when they'd be moving out.
And this isn't just Americans, this is other Venezuelans that are living under this control, that are being extorted by the control of this gang.
While we were on the property today, even before we left,
They scoped it. They knew there was no hood niggas in that building, and they took it. Like I said, old folks and single mothers. No real strong men to protect these women or old folks there. These gangs knew what they doing. They knew what they was doing. And I know they are being backed by the government and these feds. Fuck it, you could probably even say the owner of the building. So, like, fuck it.
we were told other people were moving in and taking over the Romero's unit. We did speak to the mayor's office this afternoon. They sent us a statement saying that so far there are no code enforcement violations taking place at this complex. The mayor's office also responding in part for the Aurora Police Department. They're telling us that the police department here has seen that video that we just showed you. There is a lot more to this story. We'll be covering it.
Yeah, there's a lot more to the story. Like, if the police seen it, why are they not coming through? Where's the military? Where's the National Guard? Where is the F-15s that Joe Biden threatened us revolutionaries with before he backed out the presidential race? He talking about, yeah, y'all talking about a revolution. We got F-15s. Well, use those F-15s for these Venezuelans. Oh, no, you can't do that because you need them to fight us. There has been an incident in Detroit where they caught a man smuggling migrants over here from Canada. Canada is a bridge away from me. I'm right here across Canada. Like I'm here. I can see Canada from the motherfucker, hop, skip, and a jump, just right across a bridge or through the tunnel. But this is all design. And going back to what the enemy's public said, make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. It's being shown, but nothing is being done about it. So I made many videos. Like not a lot. I can say a few, a little more, probably like 4 or 5, where I say these words: gangs of the world unite, set aside your differences, and take down your government. Now I'm about to say this because I got to focus on what's going on here because I have a lot of work to do. I got to put together some shit. I'm not finished. I already got it. I got half of the shit done, but I gotta write the rest, and then I gotta print everything out and start hitting the streets. Real shit. It's time to put the boots on the ground. But I'm putting boots on the ground to talk to all the gangs that I can on some Osiris from the Warrior shit. It's time to come together, unite, set aside our differences, and take back our fucking community from these evil motherfuckers that is running it. I'm calling evil because they working with an evil, corrupt government that is allowing these people to harm people and get away with it without bond or bail. They throwing up the middle fingers. They happy. Now, you also need to brush up on y'all Spanish because it's getting real critical out here. You want to walk outside and know what is being said about you when you see these migrants on a porch, you know, giving you the side eye, or maybe looking directly at you and talking to a nigga in their language thinking you don't know. But when you find out what they talking about, you will understand. Shouts out to Charles was good. Yep, I was just saying that we all got to unite and brush up on our motherfucking Spanish and rack up on some freedom tools. Because you would want to walk outside, you know, like you would see the migrants on their porch speaking their language. They looking at you and shit. Probably looking directly at you or with the side eye. And you want to know what they saying. You feel me? And plus, I was also trying to debunk the whole apartment building shit. You know, you know, they making it look like they took over the building, but I'm seeing people moving out, and a moving out process takes hours, at least two. You know, like depending on what you got. Since most of these are single mother households and old couples, they have a lot of shit. So like I know it's gonna be a lot of time. So these migrants are letting y'all leave, letting y'all move out without no confrontation at all. You know, they come in, terrorize motherfuckers, break locks. They talk about it, push the door. You know, it's like, nah, they knocked on it and the dumbass nigga opened it. You know, without saying hello or looking through a peephole like a dumbass. But but it's being allowed to happen. And I was just talking about the Panama Canal on what the government did to those motherfuckers. Y'all, could take these two buildings in less than a motherfucking day, less than a couple hours. These are young motherfuckers that don't know how to shoot, but y'all not gonna do nothing about it. So guess who's gonna do something about it? The American people. But shit, you in mostly black neighborhoods, we gonna have to motherfucker handle this shit. And this is what y'all want. This is what the powers that shouldn't be want. They want this war so they can cover up what the fuck they really fucking doing to us. Guns behind the Corona, hell yeah. They do what happened when they let them in. Yeah. I love the second amendment and those migrants can get it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. They can fucking get it. It's like these motherfuckers are just popping up in my community, dog. And my revolutionary side is out there, but my spiritual side, I gotta talk about my spiritual side also. My spiritual side is like, damn, I have to feel like this because of government manipulation of people. Rather they're being paid to do this shit, or rather they're, or like it was designed for them. I don't want to say all migrants are part of this bullshit, but majority is. It's like shit. The Venezuelan government talking about the crime rate went down. Well, I see why, because the criminals are over here. Makes a lot of goddamn sense. So I'm just saying, man, we need to come together, stock up on some freedom tools, stock up on those freedom tools, and brush up on our Spanish so we can be ready. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. My solution is I gotta motherfucking finish working on my writing, my literature, and then I gotta go out there and start making moves. Now, my life is on the line doing what I'm about to do. You know, I'm like I said it before, I gotta be on some Osiris shit on this shit. And most people ain't gonna want to listen to me. Most people ain't gonna want to listen to me because of this right here. Hold on. I gotta look for it. Like that was the end of that video anyway. But wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Gotta be this one. Wait, I don't know. I don't know where it's at. Wait a minute. I gotta look at my notes. I gotta look at my notes real quick. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Gotta go through my notes to find the number. Because I got a whole bunch of clips and files, but I wrote down. Yeah, I got my notes. Okay. Yeah, but I wrote it down so I can always come to it. Now, this is the only reason why most motherfuckers ain't gonna listen to me. Yeah, Fat Man Scoop passed away. I was gonna talk about that on the HHN. I got that was part of a rapid fire news. I was gonna be like, did he take the lethal injection? Because that's the second motherfucker that died on stage, and I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, oh, excuse me. I was like, damn, because I got the last guy name. I think his name was Big Pokey or some shit. You know, nigga passed out on stage. It's like, did y'all take the lethal injection? And thinking about that, I was like, dog. But I looked at it again in another light. And I know people might be like, Hurricane, you crazy. But there's 3 ways that I want to go out. The first way I want to go out is in some vagina. Having some good motherfucking vagina, nice old age, fucking with a young ass breezy or like whatever. I don't give a fuck. Have a heart attack in that shit. Fuck. I died smashing. I can deal with that. The second way I want to go out is in my sleep. I'm peaceful, I'm dreaming. And then when I realize, wait a minute, am I supposed to be waking up? Oh, you're conscious now. Oh, no, this ain't a lucid dream, nigga, you're dead. Welcome to paradise. Oh, shit. Celebrate good times. Come on. That's the second way I want to go out. The third way I want to go out is exactly how Fat Man Scoop went out. I want to die doing what the fuck I love. It could be on the stage or on the battlefield, fighting the government or fighting the police or fighting the immigrants. Whatever. Going out doing what you love, what best way to go out? For real. Now I know people thinking like, yo, man, you crazy. But shit. If I'm on stage, I'm spitting a fire ass track. Nigga, and I pass out on stage, nigga. It is what it is. But there's two possibilities, no, fucking three possibilities on what happened to him. He either took the lethal injection, or he already had complications, or he got hit with a fucking frequency weapon. I'm going with those three. Multiple choice. I want to go high or asleep. Yep. I want to live at least 280 years. Yeah, they shortened our lifespan. I don't know who did it. I don't know which one of these archons, gods, whatever, shortened a nigga lifespan. Because niggas used to be in the 500, 600, 800 club back in the day. But yeah. What the fuck happened to the shit that I just said? Okay, it's a 505. Yeah, but real shit, the only reason why people don't really want to follow me is because of this.
General Milley.
Wait a minute, what the fuck? No, that's not it. 86513. Right? Yeah.
It's like the most that this shit stink. It's like the most that this shit stink is when every other culture know that your culture don't stick together. And it's like, yo, if you ever get cool with any other culture, like just real cool, to where you know you have a real friendship and they really feel comfortable around you to talk real shit, they will tell you to your face, not out of disrespect, just out of admiration. They will tell you like, yo, every other culture admire our culture, but the one flaw that every other culture know about our culture, we do not stick together. I was in affairs, I'm not proud of it, but being in affairs, I was around people from everywhere across the world, all different cultures, Puerto Rican, Mexicans, people from Japan, Korea, wherever you can name. I get cool with them. MS-13, any game, like any different culture, they will say, yo, when they get cool with you, like, yo, man, like, yo, you want to know what's your biggest problem, man? Yo, y'all strong, but y'all don't stick together. That's why we will always have one up on y'all. That's y'all biggest flaw. Y'all don't stick together. And that shit hurts. Puerto Ricans, anybody there tell us when they get cool with you, they will tell us. They will tell us right to our face, yo, you want to know what's y'all biggest flaw? Y'all don't stick together. And it seems like we the only ones that don't know that.
And that's deep. I'm talking about revolution, like, man, even before that, I'm like, yo, niggas put money together, get some land, put money together, start this, start that. Anybody doing it? And the ones with the heads on their shoulders, shit, they fucking around, getting girlfriends pregnant and shit, starting family life, you know? So it is what it is. I have to find motherfuckers that's ready to fight. I need warriors. I need warriors in every major city, in every major state in the country. I don't care what flag you wear, black, red, blue, purple, yellow, green. I don't give a shit. Grove Street family, whatever. It's time for us to have a meetup. Online, offline, like at a park. I don't give a shit. We need to pull a Warriors. We need to do what the Warriors did. One time. I don't give a fuck if it's one fucking time. We gotta motherfucking do it. Every major powerful game in the fucking country. The ones that hate this government. That's the difference. Because most of these gangs are with the government. The biggest gang is the police. And they're gonna be watching us real motherfuckers. I'm talking about the gang slash set slash families that just say keep the traditional shit going. Those the ones I need. The ones that believe in the original traditional cause and protecting your community, protecting your families, from the government and the police. You understand where I'm coming from here? Do you know what Crip mean? I'll let you know. Community resistance and progress. Community resistance and progress. So bring your ass over here if you want to, cops. You know what I'm saying? I got some Crip brothers over here that's about to motherfucking show you how the community resist the police. And no, we will not, we will not put our guns down. We will not yield. We will not bow to the Dominion. We will blast the Jemadar. I don't know why I thought about Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Shouts out to everybody coming through. Shouts out. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Talking about these immigrants, and I'm talking about me pulling the Warriors. I'm finishing up my literature. Got to get it ready, printed out, and I got to get my boots on the ground. Real shit. Shit has got real. Immigrants is taking over apartment complexes. Immigrants are infiltrating our neighborhoods. Shit is about to get real, and I got to put boots on the ground and start putting the word out. So I'm getting my literature together of, let's just say, real shit. I know people gonna be like, Hurricane, you're saying too much. And it's like, man, fuck that. Fuck that. The government tells us what the fuck they do through movies, TV shows, best-selling novels, and video games on how they fucking us over. So I'm gonna tell them what the fuck I'm about to do. I'm about to round up every major city, every major gang in this fucking country, and we're gonna do the Warriors on your ass. Can you dig it? That's what's about to fucking happen. You're gonna have to fucking kill me with an F-15, Mr. Joe Biden. Like you said you was. This nigga threatened me with an F-15. Not just me, every revolutionary, because he said revolution. This ain't gonna mumble on his speech. It's like, yeah, people out there talking about revolution. Well, we got F-15s. We don't need rifles. Well, you're gonna have to blow me up. Pause, no diddy. Immigrants and legal racism is our problem. I totally agree. But these immigrants, it's like immigration has been happening forever. It's just now this fluctuation of immigrants is just like whoa. But motherfuckers been coming over here forever. The Italians, the baby hats that we can't say the J word. Italians, baby hats, the Yahtzees that turned into NASA. They've been coming over here forever. And guess who been letting them in? The United States Corporation. The United States Corporation. But I wanted to play this again on what I got to go through when I try to do what I have to do. I have to deal with this.
Like the most that this shit stink is when every other culture know that your culture don't stick together. And it's like, yo, if you ever get cool with any other culture, like just real cool, to where, you know, you have a real friendship and they really feel comfortable around you to talk real shit, they will tell you to your face, not out of disrespect, just out of admiration. They will tell you like, yo, every other culture admire our culture. But the one flaw that every other culture know about our culture, we do not stick together.
Not stick together. It's like there's a mechanism in a motherfucker when I say let's come together, put this money together, put our mind, money, and resources together, let's build some shit. It's just like majority minds just click off. Like, I never heard nothing like that before. Or that shit sounds foreign to me. It's all about spending, spending, spending. That's money, drugs, materialism. You know, Colonization is immigration. 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Yep. Nigga thought he was in India. It's like, yes, I made it to the new world. I made it to India. So now, bitch, you. And plus, what's crazy is how can a motherfucker discover something that's already here? Christopher Columbus didn't discover America. We gotta tell our children the truth. Shit crazy. Shit crazy. But we don't stick together. And I used to stay in an apartment complex. I had a Puerto Rican brother. And it was him, his mom, his two sisters. One of the sisters had a boyfriend. And the other brother, and they had 3 kids. It was like 9 motherfuckers in the house. All sleeping on the floor, some sleeping in the mom's room, whatever. I think the mom had a room to herself. You know how the moms is. Everybody got to sleep in the living room or the dining room, whatever. But everybody stay in that bitch and everybody work together and make it happen. In a black household, is always like, it's always conflict. It's always fucking drama. It's like, how can I put it? If there's a lot of people in the black household, you gotta put the lock on your door and on the refrigerator. You gotta put your name on shit. You know. But Mexican household, everybody eating good, talking, chatting, living it up. Not saying that there ain't no conflict or sibling rivalries or like or shit with the parents. But I'm just saying that all cultures know how to come together as a family and build. And when they out and about and they meet friends, they do the same shit. And it's rare in my community where friends come together and actually build something. I'm still thinking about this post that I saw on Facebook maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. I'm not sure. Maybe it was 4 years ago. But it was 5 friends from the neighborhood. They saved $50 a month for 5 years and they bought them a warehouse. You feel me? That's all it takes. Just a little effort, determination, and most importantly, overcoming fear. Like Jesus, God, niggas will forever sell out to white degeneracy. For real. And that Jesus shit hold niggas back too. Because like for some reason, they feel like coming together is not godlike. Like I don't know what it is, but it's like, yo, there's Christian groups that come together and do shit for the church and for y'all motherfuckers that come to it. So how come y'all can't do shit for y'all community? Churches be flourishing and flourishing, taken from the hood, and the hood is just still turning into Mad Max and the Thunderdome. It's real fucking crazy out here. My Mexican day was all living in one house, driving a big truck, cooler full of beer, pocket full of money. Yup. Yup. Roosters waking a nigga up in the morning and shit because niggas got roosters and chickens and shit. Nigga. Shouts out to the Black Panther Jacket Brown. Oh my God, I love that movie. Pam Grier can get it. I remember when Pam Grier came to the Fresh Prince with the other girl. What was her name? It wasn't Neil Long. Her name was Elise Neal. Yeah. Pam Grier came with Elise Neal. They walked in the door. Jeff was like, Mrs. Such and Such. Will Smith and Phil looked at each other. It was like, damn. Loose chicken running around. Hell yeah. Yup. Yup. That's what it is. Now, those are the ones that's probably not in the game. Those are the ones that's going to work, doing their thing, trying to live the so-called American dream, trying to do it the right way. But these gangs, they can get it. They're gonna sleep for good. In the words of Umar Johnson, I don't want to quote that nigga, but he was right about some shit. It was like, nigga, we about to take out our own motherfuckers. All these Pookies, Tyrones, or like like I know some motherfuckers want to save them, but I saw a clip on motherfucking Facebook. They was like, they say it takes a village to raise a child, but what if the whole village is retarded? I was like, nigga, you hit the hammer on the nail. Like, what if the village is retarded? Everybody is on some sexy red shit, and niggas is talking about demon time. Do a nigga really want to be in that village? Do a nigga really want to be in that village? And the parents of these so-called sexy reds and niggas that's on demon time and savage mode, these parents is on that same type of time because they was raised on that bullshit. I don't know what it is. I think these parents of these stupid motherfuckers just couldn't wait to get grown and just be the rebellious, stupid motherfucker that they want to be, but not knowing that they're putting their kids in fucking turmoil. Shit fucking crazy. I'm still getting over my motherfucking trauma. Thank God for music, art, literature, podcasting, gaming, reading, meditation, and you know, that shit keeps me out the streets and it keeps me from snapping. But eventually I will on the government. It's like the Incredible Hulk said. It's like, the Incredible Hulk can destroy the whole fucking planet if he wanted to. But the goal is to direct the anger, you know? And like when he asked what was his secret, he was like, that is my secret. I'm always angry. And that's how I am. I'm always fucking angry. I don't know when I'm gonna motherfucking flip the fuck out. I don't know. But I do know. What I do know is I can't get mad over shit that I can't control. It took a minute to get over that, you know. So just go with the flow. I can only control shit that I can control. I can't control shit that's outside my control. You feel me? Like gang stalking and shit. I just gotta live my life, keep my head up, do me. You know, I gotta just just observe, adapt, and overcome. That's how I'm gonna get through. You know, observe, adapt, and overcome. Write that down. Write that down. It's a black community retarded. Yeah, straight up. I can say 90%, 90%, because every black community hood I went to is always at least two motherfuckers going to work. Everybody else on some hood shit. There's at least two motherfuckers coming back from work. Like in the hood, I think it's me and maybe two other people that work, but everybody else sit on the porch all day, playing all day, bullshit. We the hoes, that we fake ass Christians. And most Christians are. What's real crazy is this, but most Christians fail to realize the only reason why shit's so fucked up because they ain't supposed to be fucking Christian. They never thought of that. They never thought of the fact that if they would have never went to church, forced to go to church, waking up early Sunday morning, working on Sunday morning, going to church, taking you about your sleep, and you getting popped upside your head because you falling asleep in church. Yes, I'm falling asleep, Ma, because you woke me up 6 in the fucking morning for us to be at a 7 o'clock service. Yes, I'm going to fucking sleep. You know, motherfuckers was forced in this shit. All through indoctrination, way before all of us was even fucking born. When the missionaries came over here with the Bible, while the ancestors getting their asses beat, they left. You know, when they left a school and a church to keep motherfuckers indoctrinated, keep the church up, keep the school up, keep motherfuckers indoctrinated. Rockefeller said, John D. Rockefeller said, I don't want a nation of thinkers, I want a nation of workers. So here's what it is. And these Christians, they all love to work. They love to boast about it. I work for Christ. I work for Ford. I pay my 10% in tithes and offers and all that bullshit. God has blessed me. Yeah, really? What if the devil blessed you with that job? Oh no, why would you say that? Because most of you motherfuckers with these jobs, y'all look down on motherfuckers, y'all very judgmental, and y'all be out there smoking, drinking, fucking around, ruining y'all fucking lives. So shit, nigga, was that really from God or was it from the fucking devil for you to fucking party? Most of y'all motherfuckers get $100 and feel like y'all better than the This going to heaven shit is way too much. I'd rather just go to hell and get my. I was thinking about Foolish, that Eddie Griffin skit. That nigga Eddie Griffin was like, y'all really want to go to heaven? Motherfuckers got white suits on with wings. Can't have no pussy. No. I'd rather go to hell, get my dick sucked, smoke a joint, kick a bitch in the ass every now and then. Shouts out to Eddie Griffin from the movie Foolish. That's Eddie Griffin's best fucking movie. Best fucking movie, Foolish, because it was about his life. You know what I'm saying? He said, nigga, Master P paid that nigga $1 million, nigga. That was his first meal. nigga, nigga, that's what Master P was balling, nigga. It's all, yeah, nigga, I'm in the movie world now. I think I'm about to go Eddie Griffin. You know what? Jackie Brown. Yeah, to the thumbs up. No worry. Like shit, I'll be in hell whooping ass like Stink Meter from the Boondock second season. It's like I'm the only motherfucker that can call the devil a bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga. You'll get to come back to Earth. Get to come back to Earth and whoop niggas ass through demon possession and shit. For real shit. I'm going down there, kill the devil, take the throne, and run shit. Then I'm gonna round up enough souls and enough power, go to purgatory, kill everybody there, round up enough souls and enough power, and go up to the pearly gates with the devil's head and say, where's Jesus at? Because I can't go to the Father without through him. So bring out Jesus first so he can catch these fucking hands. I'm gonna beat that nigga ass like Kratos. But Jesus gonna put up a fight. He gonna show up in this white form first with the blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm gonna beat the shit out of that. At the end, he gonna turn to the black guy with the wool and the bronze feet and shit with the fiery eyes and shit. I'm like, yeah, there you go. But that's not his motherfucking transformation. His last transformation is like the book of Revelation, where it said he gonna look like a slain lamb. He gonna be popped up in the sky, giant form. He gonna be in Titan mode. So I gotta be real powerful for this shit. So he gonna be in Titan mode, looking like a slain lamb with 8 eyes, with a sword coming out of his mouth. I gotta fight a giant kaiju like Godzilla. And then after that, I gotta fight God. I'm a what about here? Nah, I'm destroying the Christian mythology. See, hey Rue, it's like, how can I put it? What religion dominates the world? It's three, right? The big three: Christianity, Islam, Judaism. So those will be the three I take out. If they real. Because my leaders play the positions, I'm just like in a whole new world, just like a whole new pitiful place that I created. Because that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to create my own heaven. Now, when I leave this bitch, I'm going straight to my dream world. I already got my harem of lady goddesses. I got my outfit on. I got my castle. I got my bed. Kids already running around. I already got my fucking fantasy world after death, heaven embedded in my mind. I mean, this bitch. Yeah, they are one and the same. Ah, they're all one and the same. Huh? Like it's like, you know what? Thank you, because I need to go back to these stories. Heru, Nimrod, Tower of Babel shit, or like or like even the Egyptian stories with like Isis and Osiris. Great fucking stories. I would love to go back. I would love to go back and do some history. Have like like a playlist of talking about my favorite stories because I love history and mythology. I just talked about the Panama Canal on my first channel, so you got to check that out. I talked about the Panama Canal, so I was gonna do Hurricane Hood history. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call it. So like, that's a new segment. Content creator gotta create, right? But I gotta talk about the mythologies too, because I love the fucking Hindu mythology. I love Buddha's story. I love Norse mythology. Norse mythology is pretty cool. Greek mythology is pretty tight, and our culture over here, shit, we were some bad motherfuckers too. Read a story about Geronimo, you know, and shit, and plus my name Hurricane. The Taino culture worshipped me. The Mayan culture worshipped me. Looking up a couple of my stories, I said I was part of the creation of the first two Earths and some shit. It's like Earth was being created multiple times, and I think Hurricane was part of the second or third creation, and it failed or whatnot. So there was like, a Hurricane, you're just gonna be a guy that destroys niggas if they fuck up. I was like, bet. So like, if anybody fuck up a ritual, they don't do it on time, or they disrespect the gods, they send Hurricane to come and destroy it. So yeah, I am a destroyer god. Ask the Taínos and Mayans about me. But and there's some shit y'all can read called the Zimmies, where Hurricane is part of let's just say a 4-man team. And it is Hurricane, the god of wind, Guatarva, the god of thunder, and Costa Ricci, she's the goddess of rain, torrential rain. Fuck the bullshit, torrential rain. And the Great Mother is Guabanakex, the Great Mother. They say when all four of them are together, that's when you get them Category 5, Category 6 storms. But otherwise, like you get them Category 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just regular hurricane, Costa Ricci, like Equatava. Just like those three niggas out there. But when the Great Mother come out, oh yeah, niggas get bumped up. So yeah, like that's the story of the Zimmies. Like you can get a story of Hurricane in that too. So yeah, But my story, how I got my name, it was in high school. My name used to be J Money, but like when I was told, I was like, yo, that sound cold, but you gotta be real, you gotta be different, you gotta be unique, you gotta be standing out. And then I turned my name to Hurricane. See, you know, birth from the pain, storm in the rain. But yeah, let's get back to this. And then I gotta, damn, it's 9 o'clock. 10, 11, 12. Oh well. But yeah.
In the feds, I'm not proud of it. But being in the feds, I was around people from everywhere across the world, all different cultures, Puerto Rican, Mexicans, people from Japan, Korea, wherever you can name. I get cool with them. MS-13, any game, like any different culture. They will say, yo, when they get cool, you're like, yo, man, like, yo, you want to know what's your biggest problem, man? Yo, y'all strong, but y'all don't stick together. That's why we always have one up on y'all. That's y'all biggest flaw. Y'all don't stick together. And that shit hurts. Puerto Ricans, anybody there tell us, when they get cool with you, they will tell us. They will tell us right to our face, yo, you want to know what's your biggest flaw? Y'all don't stick together. And it seems like we the only ones that don't know that.
Yep. Finna watch they clone Tyrone. Yep, there's some gems in that movie too. More Vacation with the Family. That's what's up. Much love, beloved. Oh my G, baby, Hurricane. Well, enjoy your vacation. It's a beautiful morning. I mean, beautiful rising. God damn, I got smacked myself in the back of the head for saying morning. Ah! I gotta punish myself. I'm dedicated. Anyway, but anyway, enjoy. Say like with the family, what you got? Family reunion or just the husband and the kids, or just a single vacation, just enjoying your own self, sipping some wine, chilling on the beach, enjoying the breeze. But you said family, so like I need to quit daydreaming, Kane. But anyway, yeah. Now, what we got next? But I played that clip to let people know what my problem might be. Most motherfuckers not rallying behind the revolution. Simple as that. I think it's a song by Dead Prez. Niggas are scared of revolution. Niggas are scared of revolution. And there's a joke by the white people. It's funny as shit, but it's true. You know how to stop the revolution? Give a black man a job. Bitching about that money all day, they give him a nice ass high paying job. That nigga will put that gun down in a second. Shit fucking crazy, dog. It's funny but true, you know. But, you know, it's still a shot at me. It's still a shot at me, though. But that's why the revolution gotta happen. Because we gotta get the last laugh. And plus, at the end of the day, what people need to understand, for every action, there's an equal reaction. So it's our turn. It's time for the pendulum to we about to take that pendulum and beat the fucking shit out of the evil motherfuckers that run this planet. These motherfuckers just don't know. But if they want to put the immigrants in front of them as cannon fodder, so be it.
There's no line of men waiting to be a stepdad.
Goddamn, wrong clips. Like I thought I was by the other clip, but goddamn, I got so many fucking clips. Ain't no, not it, not. I think I did it on my Detroit After Dark. I think that's one of them clips from that. But where's the? I'm looking for my camera turn. There we go. Wait a minute, is this it? Okay, cool. Yeah, here we go.
You know, I mean, the idea that
she was like,
immigrant is not a crime.
Being an immigrant is not a crime.
You know, I mean, the idea that people are suggesting that it is a violation of rules. That's not the point, though. The way it has been characterized is to suggest that undocumented immigrants are criminals, and so as as a former prosecutor, I will say that this is an absolute mischaracterization of the issue in a way that is deceptive.
How is it a mischaracterization? How is it deceptive? We can see them doing the crime. These motherfuckers have been doing the crimes and have been getting out without bail or bond. So, bitch, you are a liar. This is Kamala Harris talking.
And in a way that is dishonest. Undocumented immigrant is not a crime.
Undocumented immigrant is not a crime. Okay. I'm about to read off some shit. And I never thought I'd do it, but I had to go into the motherfucking archives to do it.
You know, I mean, the idea that people are suggesting that it is a violation of rules. That's not the point, though. The way it has been characterized is to suggest that undocumented immigrants are criminals. And so, as a former prosecutor, I will say that this is an absolute mischaracterization of the issue in a way that is deceptive and in a way that is dishonest.
Yeah, and they are very dishonest right now by saying that they're not fucking criminals. But guess what I'm about to do? Go through my fucking archives because niggas need to know the law. Most of the motherfuckers don't. They ain't even trying to look. Where the fuck is my shit at? Oh, here we go. Gotta go to my gallery. Shit. Gallery. I hope I can read the shit. Can I read the shit? Oh no, that's Project Bluebeam shit. What the fuck? Where is it? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Don't tell me it's damn. Wait, this is screenshotted? Did I screenshot the shit? God damn, I don't got it. Fuck. Oh no, it's in this phone that I'm using. And I can't leave the fucking stream. Damn. In the words of my nigga Farouk from wrestling. Damn. But anyway, like there was some laws, like Article 1A type B shit. I gotta transfer that shit from this phone to this phone, so so I can read it all. But next clip, I just want to let you know how much of a liar she is. But this the next one. Now this will really make niggas mad because once you bring up money, niggas be like, "Oh, money." Huh.
I think Democrats are asking for a civil war. Take a look at this.
Illegal immigrants to up to $100,000 each to buy a home.
What?
So the program is
They get $100,000 each to buy a home. You know how hard it is for us to get a home? These motherfuckers came over here illegally and they getting $100,000.
called the California Dream for All program. And it's created to help
California Dream for All program. The key word is all. We all ain't getting shit. But these immigrants is. Oh yeah, we gonna vote for Kamala. We gonna vote Democrat. They the one that got us in these borders. They this new swing vote. Black people, your vote never mattered. Now it really don't.
middle-income home buyers. Now, initially, the program required residents to be here legally, either a U.S. citizen or a legal permanent resident. But last week, Assembly Democrats overrode Republican opposition, changing that eligibility to say this. The social and economic benefits of homeownership should be accessible to everyone, regardless of immigration status.
Let me get this straight. You're going to give illegal immigrants $100,000 to buy a home when they came here illegally? What about Americans? What about veterans? These people broke the law and you rewarded them with $100,000 of my earned tax money to buy a home. Meanwhile, I have to pay for a loan with my earned hard cash, working 60 to 70 hours a week just to pay for my mortgage. And you're just going to hand out $100,000 to illegal immigrants? At this point,
No more money for you. But not only they getting 100 grand for the crib, they getting $10,000 in food stamps and an extra 5 grand in cash assistance. Yeah, that's fucked up. So if they trying to start this motherfucking war, well, shit, they doing all the shit possible to really trigger a motherfucker. I'm triggered, triggered, ready to pull the trigger, and this is what they want. But I guarantee you, if when, if I do or when I do start it, I hope I don't. I hope someone starts it before me. But at the end of the day, I feel that it might be me, but goddamn, how I'm gonna do it? I'm gonna do it the way I said. When I'm done with my literature, I'm gonna get them boots on the ground and I'm gonna put some shit together. And before you know it, every major city and every major state in the country is gonna have, let's just say, the gang is gonna be patrolling your community. The revolutionaries is gonna be patrolling your community, making sure y'all safe. It's gonna be shit. Like if I could do this the way I see it in my mind through visualization, it'll be a wrap. Because I'm not coming on too strong. I'm not going to, let's just say, do what the Hebrew Israelites be doing and get out with a megaphone. No, I'm gonna be real subtle. You know what I'm saying? He say real G's move in silence, but I said too much. But at the end of the day, what you gonna do? You know, I already said enough on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like once I leave YouTube, just pay attention to the neighborhood and pay attention to the news. Pay attention to the neighborhood and pay attention to the news because it's going down in a minute. There's a lot of shit on the floor. Immigration, war over there in Israel. Ain't nobody talking about Russia Gate no more. But do I got time? This the fuck the government podcast. I got time. I got time. This might be my last line for a minute though, because I know they're gonna tell me you used up a lot of your motherfucking minutes. You down to 14 hours now, or maybe 13. But yeah, that immigrant shit is crazy. But now, time to end it with the Jimmy Dore Show. Jimmy Dore. Okay, okay, let me see. Where is that? Where? There we go. It's a 26-minute video.
There's a spirit of excellence in Michigan, found in the
There's a spirit of revolution in this.
Know about this story, but it's super important, which is why I'm bringing it to you. The FBI conducted coordinated raids against Black Liberation Organization, and this was another outgrowth of Russiagate garbage, right? On July 29th at 5 a.m., the United States Federal Bureau of Investigation conducted a violent raid on the home of Amali Yeshitela, the chairman of the U.S.-based African People's Socialist Party in St. Louis, Missouri. In a video posted the next day, Yeshitela claims the FBI deployed flashbang grenades, carried automatic weapons, damaged the property of his neighbors, including smashing windows, and handcuffed himself and his wife.
Now, what makes me mad about that whole fucking scene, there was some shit that happened in Detroit. Like between 2009 and 2012, between those time frame, probably 2010, 2011. What the cops did is raid. They threw the flashbang in there and they killed the little girl. Now, I ain't no flashbangs kill people, or like maybe they threw another bang in that bitch, whatever. But they killed the little girl, and then coming to find out it was the wrong goddamn house. So the shit pisses me off.
Yeshitela also claims that the FBI refused to show him a search warrant and that they took his cell phones and other devices from his home. It was only later that Yeshitela learned that the raid on his home was only a part of several raids across the country against locations affiliated with the APSP. That same day, the FBI raided the Uhuru Solidarity Center, also in St. Louis, and the Uhuru House in St. Petersburg, Florida, both locations of Uhuru movement led.
It's got COINTELPRO written all over it. Now you can go to my first page. Somewhere I got the COINTELPRO files. I need to make a playlist. But I have COINTELPRO files where I'm reading from the files. I need Ocean to send me the files again, or I might have to download the PDF. But yeah, I was reading from the files, and what they're doing, they got COINTELPRO written all over. They're watching every group, not just black. They watch white groups also, because they had a fake FBI plot to kidnap my governor in Michigan. I covered that.
By the African People's Socialist Party. So this was the government trying to squash free speech and squash dissent. That's all this is. According to Yeshitela, the FBI also raided the APSP's radio station, Black Power 96.3 FM, and reportedly detained a prominent APSP leader. So here's a little bit of that. Here's a little bit of what happened.
Have a federal warrant for this address. Keep your hands up and follow orders. This is the FBI.
They handcuffed me and my wife out here. They wanted me to sit on the curb while they were carrying this out. Something that I refused to do. They wanted my wife to sit on the curb out here that she refused to do.
The FBI broke down doors, threw flashbang grenades, handcuffed you.
As I was coming out, this big old drone met me.
And what makes me mad about that also is y'all know they're not armed. Y'all know they're not armed. There's an African People Socialist Party. It's a political group. Ain't nobody in there armed. Now I could be wrong. But I don't think nobody was in there armed. God damn, why is my sister not asleep? But anyway, they know there wasn't armed. It's a political motherfucking spot. Unless this was a Uhuru militia group, then yeah, understandable. But like it would have been a whole new different story. It would have been a whole new different ball game. Y'all got shot back.
The only revolutionary organization that's done something here on the ground practically for African people is the one that's come under attack.
She said revolutionary. So did they have weapons?
Institution that offers a community radio station, a newspaper, a commercial kitchen, an Aquaba Hall rental space, and community office for our organizers. That was the building that has come under attack.
Okay, so right. Nobody was armed. So why would y'all do that to these people? I say if there was militia groups, that's y'all tactic for that. But These motherfuckers, y'all could have just walked up, showed some paper, asked a few questions, and walked the fuck off. Misunderstanding, but nah, this was coordinated and orchestrated. COINTELPRO.
They covered the security cameras with tape. Is that
They cover security cameras with tape.
that sounds very logistic. The FBI is a criminal organization. Following footage is from the attack on the Party Solidarity Reparations Center on the south side of St. Louis. Yeah, breach what do you
The FBI motherfuckers deserve to get y'all heads knocked off.
APSC and USF leaders were handcuffed, held at gunpoint while their homes were raided.
A movement of white people that says hands off the movement.
They see in the African People's Socialist Party a vanguard for the struggle for the liberation of our. They see that because not just what we do here in the United States, but because we had the temerity to do like Garvey, to do like Malcolm X, and take the struggle of black people around the world.
No one was missing. He ain't have military backing. And this is what I need to provide for those that have peaceful solutions and try to survive in this crazy ass country. But eventually, y'all will come to understand that we ain't gonna have full peace until we get rid of the evil that's on this motherfucking planet. Or at least in this fucking country. At least in this fucking country. Most black people have already made their stand. They're not voting until they get some reparations. If I was over there on that side, I'd be like, shit, I want land, reparations, and a bill to protect me like y'all gave the Asians. Fuck that. Shit. But I'm a revolutionary. Fuck the reparations. I want my land back. I want these evil people off this rock. So the only way to get this shit done is if we take them down.
Chairman Omali Yeshitela. He is a renowned political activist and author, as well as the founder and current chairman of the African People's Socialist Party, which leads the Uhuru movement. The Uhuru movement is a pan-Africanist organization that aims to unite and liberate Africa and African people worldwide. On September 3rd, he will be in federal court to face charges that he is a secret pawn in a Russian government conspiracy to sow discord and interfere in elections. If convicted, he faces up to 15 years in prison. Please welcome to the show.
It's fucking crazy. Pulled up some Trump conspiracy charges. Some trumped up conspiracy charges about Russia. Y'all just want to connect someone to Russia so bad. This is why I said, nigga, thank God I ain't called nobody from the Middle East or from Russia, because they would have been at me. And the only thing they got to do is be like, yo, his YouTube channel, his Facebook channel, his Instagram channel, and his TikTok and he talked to him.
Chairman O'Malley.
Thank you very much. I want to express appreciation to being able to be here and break out of this sort of information quarantine that has been imposed on us. You mentioned a couple of local news entities covered it, but for the most part, it was dead air. We didn't get much coverage at all. So, and especially significant because the state has characterized this as some kind of dead air. We didn't get much coverage at all. So, and especially significant because the state has characterized this as some kind of working with the Russian, working for the Russian, the threat to national security and all those things, and then they're definitely silent about everything. So I think that's remarkable.
Well, Russiagate turned out to be a complete hoax that was concocted by the FBI, the CIA, and the Clinton campaign, and then it was pushed by this corporate media. Their own investigation, the Mueller report, revealed that there was zero evidence that any of that was true, zero. And so I was vindicated in debunking it from the start. But I always warned that they would use Russiagate to gin up support for a war. And of course, they're using it for the Ukraine war. And now they're using that to come and suppress you. What is it about you and your organization that you think the FBI and the establishment is afraid of?
I think part of what's happened is that the kind of politics that I represent in this country and much of the world has been suppressed during the 1960s with assassination of Malcolm X, Martin Luther King.
There we go. Gotta bring them up. Gotta bring them up. It's always, God, real shit. I'm starting to get tired of hearing. I'm tired of hearing this comparison because I'm not mad about the motherfuckers keep on saying the Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. I'm mad at being right. They're like, damn, did everybody go back to the 60s? The only thing missing is the revolution. There was a new Black Panther Party, but we don't hear about them no more. Y'all know what happened. I don't remember what happened, but I know it was a scandal involving the so-called new Black Panther Party. You know. But it was like, what's the name of your group, gang? Nigga. We are the revolution. Nigga, simple as that. We come together in solidarity to take down the government.
Has been suppressed during the 1960s with assassination of Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Black Panther Party forces. That happened throughout this country, tremendous repression, and what had been elevated as a kind of politic that we characterize as a certain kind of welfare slavery.
Yeah, and another thing, the FBI pull all their resources, throw flashbangs, cover up cameras, fucking up shit, but y'all ain't gonna do it to those immigrants though. Y'all not doing it to the immigrants that's really out here being fucking criminals. But y'all gonna fuck with peaceful people. This, like this pisses me off to the highest fucking degree. This is why I say, man, viva la revolution. The only solution is revolution. Destroy your government now. At the end of the day, if I be by myself, it's all good. I'm not sweating it. I'm gonna have an all black trench coat with the black mask and an RPG. I don't get an RPG. I don't know. I might make one, but somebody gonna sell me one. I came all this way. I'm leaving with something. I came all this way. I'm leaving with something.
With liberals and a lot of African people who benefit tremendously by being part of these poverty programs and other kinds of systems, programs that keep a lot of them alive. And we've broken out of that. And we're saying that African people, like every dignified people on the planet Earth, we want to be free. We want to be able to self-determining people, and which is
why they killed Malcolm, because he was saying that, and that Panthers and other people. When at the moment that we say we want to be self-determining, it becomes a real serious problem. And of course, the fact.
Fuck saying it. It's time to take, and that's the problem. It's time to stop talking. If we are going to talk, we're going to talk organized and strategized and utilize our talents and abilities and skills to take down this fucking government. Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
That we say we want to be self-determining, they see as an attack.
And plus, another thing, you know, like to rebut on what he's talking about, because I get the gist of what he's saying. It's like the powers that shouldn't be don't want to give none of you niggas no money. Because maybe it's this. If a smart nigga get a hold of some money, he's gonna put a whole bunch of other smart brothers together and they're gonna change the game. It's these dumb motherfuckers that's gonna go to the Gucci store, go to Louis store. You know, they're just gonna get them Birkins, get one of the wackiest hairstyles ever. You know, but the smart niggas are gonna actually change the game. Which leads to what I'm about to say. The powers that shouldn't be the one to give you no money, because once you give it to them, you ain't going to need them anymore. You ain't going to need the government anymore. They got their money, they got their land, leave us the fuck alone. Y'all live y'all life, we live ours. You know? But since it can't be like that, since they don't want to see that, then feel the wrath of hurricane.
On the narrative that they've created about the United States being this place that everybody is free and everybody wants to be free and everybody loves it, et cetera, and they can get away with that as long as they can keep everybody quiet. And so America, under the Biden administration in particular, pushed itself forward as this great democracy that's protecting the world from the autocrats of the world, et cetera. And how can it be this great democracy if it's suppressing free speech? If how can it explain the daily killings of black people by police and sometimes even by civilians? How can they explain the incredible poverty that's imposed on a community that's played such a big role in developing the economy of this country? And it can't. And so the only way they can get away with it is that those of us who are most significantly impacted by this are not able to talk. And so they shut us up and they say, if we say anything, it's not black people who are saying this, it's Russians who are saying this. We make a criticism of our treatment by the United States government. It's not black people who are doing this, it's Russians who are doing it.
Yeah, and that's fucking crazy. Blaming the Russians, like, yeah, the Russians is your influence. You need to fight back. They showed y'all the black Jesus. You need to motherfucking fight back. I'm done, man.
And that this is a means of sowing discord. And the fact of the matter is, discord is obviously already in this country, and it's not just a matter of what's happening with black people. It's also the whole social fabric of this country at this moment is under severe stress, as you know.
So I don't understand So they're charging you with sowing discord. Is that what they're charging? What are they charging you with?
They charging me with being a Russian agent. I'm a Russian agent, and the evidence of being a Russian agent, I'm a Russian agent who also did not register as a foreign agent, as a representative of a foreign country. So I'm a Russian agent, and I'm a Russian agent because I went to Moscow twice in 2015. Because I
went to Moscow twice.
Participated in organizing campaigns in 2017 and 2019 in St. Petersburg, Florida, the local campaign, city with less than a third of a million people, only something like 18% of which is black. So we ran on reparations reparations campaign. We ran on the campaign to end gentrification that's happening to our community. So the Russians pay for that, they said. I'm a Russian agent because I had on our Burning Spear newspaper, our newspaper social media, we had a representative from the anti-globalization movement, a non-governmental organization in Russia, to talk about the war that had broken out with Ukraine. And so that proved also that we were a Russian agent. Before the war broke out, however, something like 2 days, I had come out in opposition to United States politics around Russia, going back to the whole history of how this thing had begun. And so they said that this made me like a Russian agent too. So Russia is paying me to do these things.
This is really remarkable because, first of all, I think a lot of people might have missed what you said there in your first response, was that you reject the welfare state in the United States and you want to be self-sufficient. Like, so and the video, it showed that you had set up a local kitchen and you want to very much reminded me of the Black Panthers, which they couldn't have. That's why they went and stopped and ended their organization. But could you explain a little bit more what you don't like the welfare system in the United States and you don't participate in it?
Listen, I think that African people deserve everything that we get from the state. So that's not, the point is that they would have us living off welfare and oppose any self-determination. We have something like 52 independent economic development programs. Our party does. We have built housing. We have created basketball courts for poor African children in communities where children are playing in the streets trying to play basketball. We have initiated a farmers market in what they call food deserts. We've done that. We've created other kinds of markets in Philadelphia. We got one in St. Louis. We do that kind of work. And so the thing is to make African people self-sufficient, self-reliant, and self-determining. We believe that we have a right to be a self-governing people, and we believe that we can use constitutional methods to pursue this right. That's why we ran somebody for office. That's why we do that often, to get into the political arena so that the people can hear our voices and hear what it is that we can say and make some kind of determination of whether they support us or not. But if you have a situation where the government puts forth its own favorite Black organizations who toe the line on every question, who work with the narrative that all we want to do is be good chocolate-colored white people, if you've got this kind of thing in the government holding up that narrative, and then doing so many other horrible things and with blackface, that we never would have, as a community, we've always been opposed to these unjust wars. But now the war has the face of not only Obama and a Harris, but also the face of a Lloyd Austin and all these other people who are committing these offenses against the peoples of the world and fighting for democracy and democratic rights, they say. So we believe that we can, without the interference of the government, we believe that we can take care of ourselves.
And so that sounds.
And exactly, we can take care of ourselves without interference of the government. We can.
Like a threat to the establishment, right?
But it's a threat because you need us to consume your poison. We can kick back and create our own products. There's a lot of smart, good Black brothers out here. All cultures that know how to create shit. We create a solar power, water filter thing. Big, better canals, better shit. This is why it's better. Fuck reparations. We need reparations, land, and a bill to protect us. Leave us the fuck alone.
You being self-sufficient and taking care of your own self and your own community. And you having a voice and being Black people speaking out against the establishment, not going along with the Black people who prop up the establishment, like as you talked about Barack Obama. That that is what is the real threat, right?
Yes. That is the real threat. Because if in fact we could build these institutions, and we have built them, and by the way, one institution we built, we've got a grant from the United.
I got something better than an institution. We built this country. Run that land, that reparations, and the bid to protect the people like you gave the Asians. But me, I'm Viva la Revolution. The only solution is revolution.
States government, because nobody else could do it. In terms of some of the projects we put on the ground among working class black people, ordinary black people, working class people, living what they call ghettos and stuff like that. Not the people who you saw at the Democratic Party convention, rich people, multimillionaires and stuff like that, complaining about poverty, etc. But the people ourselves. That's the thing. They don't want to see the impoverished working class of this country, black people, working independent of that kind of control. So yeah, that's a problem, because if we could do it, the question is, why doesn't the government do it? If it really believes in what it says it is around.
And that's true. That's true. But what people keep on not understanding is, in the COINTEL profiles, it says that they're trying to prevent a black messiah from rising up, rallying the people, and taking back their country. It's just a mere files. But they afraid of black people that don't got no weapons, but they words are the weapons. They words are the AR-15. They words are the they words are the steamboat or the grenade. They words.
Well,
I am really surprised. I mean, I was surprised to see when they raided you. I'm even more surprised to see that they are taking you to court. So this must really be a threat to the establishment, and this should matter to everybody, because if they can do this to you, they can do this to anybody. And so anybody who stands up and does mutual aid in their community, anybody who says we can be self-sufficient, anybody who speaks out and threatens the narrative of the establishment, they come down and bring the hammer down, and then just make up stuff saying you're Russian. I mean, that's what they did to Donald Trump, and anybody who they don't like. They did it to Tulsi Gabbard, who still serves in the military. They said she was a Russian agent. So that's the game of the establishment, is that anybody who's a threat to them, they immediately call them a Russian. And
And that's why I said in my lives, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. This is why I say that, because now it's out. It's like, okay, if you go against the government, you're a Russian spy. We're gonna trump up conspiracy charges on you and make a fake case against you and railroad you and railroad you and railroad you. This might be the last time I see this guy. At least you got your word out on Jimmy Dore before they lock you up. But real shit, I would got the fuck out the country with a private plane. But black people got this pride about themselves. I'm gonna stand on the truth, and the truth will set me free. You know how many people motherfucking made that decision and they got locked up? So gotta be careful. Get the fuck out of Dodge. You know, but once they raided you, they did their thing, and they motherfucking put the charges on you as soon as they got you. Basically, you should have never been home. Not saying it's your fault, but I'm just saying. It's either you should have never been home, or you should have had the military to protect you from the FBI.
Russian. And I really am surprised that they're do they have any? I mean, do your lawyers have any fear that you'll be convicted? Are you afraid that you'll be convicted?
Well, I think it's a good it's a possibility I'll be convicted. The fact is, like, I'm 83 years old. I'll be 83 in October. And for a 15-year prison sentence is a life sentence for me. That's the assumption. And I think that that they intend to put me in prison for life. There's no doubt in my mind about that. They wouldn't have gone through all of this if they did not intend to do it. But our lawyers, we've got an extraordinary array of lawyers. I mean, a battery of lawyers who've taken this on. And if it is something that is based on law and the Constitution, we'll win. But the fact is, I think the system makes the, I think, incorrect assumption that if you say Russia, 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 black, 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 and black and Russia, that they have created enough prejudices among the people that people will overlook the fact that the government has no evidence that they can use. The government has some facts. I did go to Moscow, but I also went to Spain. I also went to Ireland. I also went to various other places around the world. And
right, exactly. And all those places, Spain, Ireland, there's a lot of corruption that goes on over there too.
For the same reason I went to Moscow, and that is to break out of this encirclement and to win support and friends for the struggle of Black people for self-determination. So that's a fact that I went to Moscow, and they used this fact and it's a fact that we had a relationship with the anti-globalization movement of Russia, which is a non-governmental organization that the government is now saying was funded by the Russian government. So
right, non-government organization that's funded by the government. No, don't make no sense. So like if I start up a clique, you know, out of nowhere to give it back to the people helping out, they eventually come down on me and put these false charges on me. He's like, yeah, then you with the Russian. Let me kiss my ass. So what? I also went to Spain, Ireland, Australia, the Philippines, Brazil, Greenland. I went to Oak Island. Oak Island.
The fact that we had a relationship with the anti-globalization movement, and we attended conferences that were supportive, conferences that brought together people who were for self-determination. So that's a fact. It's a fact that we participated in the election that I just mentioned. We in 2017 and 2019, we ran for office in St. Petersburg, Florida, and they say that the Russians paid for this, which is incredible and easily disproved. So, those are the kinds of things that they are using, and they took from us. I don't understand what this stuff is about, terabytes and all of that, but I understand they took something like the equivalent of 2.5 million books in terms of the stuff they took off our computers, cell phones, videos, and the equivalent of 2.5 million books. And so they know more about me than I know about myself. I haven't been studying myself in every word that I've said, throughout this process. But it's a bogus charge. We are innocent of what they said. We are absolutely innocent. We have never been employed by Russians or anybody else. That goes against the grain of everything we believe in, because nobody else can free us to go to Russia and then work for Russia for our freedom when we're involved historically in a struggle for self-determination doesn't make any sense at all. But they're not relying on something making sense. They're relying on what they think will be the fact that I'm in court, the fact that they say Russia, the fact that they say Black people, that would suffice to have people overlook the fact that they have no evidence to prove this, one, and two, that this is an assault on the First Amendment. In fact, the prosecutor at one juncture had filed a motion to the court to prevent us from even using First Amendment free speech as a part of our defense. The court obviously thought that was just too outrageous, and they denied that motion. But this is what we're up against.
So, have there been any prominent Black leaders in the United States that reached out to you, Reverend L. Sharpton or Jesse Jackson or Barack Obama or Michelle Obama, Nina Turner, and any of those Black leaders?
This nigga Jimmy Dark clouded for that one.
Reach out to you?
No.
But we've got people, like Charles Barron, who has been a state assemblyman and city councilor in New York for a long time. Him and his wife. We've got Jesse Todd, who was on the city government in St. Louis, Missouri, come out, and then there's a whole host. I mean, I think maybe as many as 240 some odd organizations spanning the ideological and political spectrum in this country. I mean, you may know that I did an interview with Tucker Carlson on one side of the question, and then I've done interviews with folk who are called progressive and leftists and what have you. So there are a lot of people who see this correctly as a real threat to free speech, because what they've done is create a situation where if you have views that's aligned with the views of another country, they can claim that you are working for that country because your views coincide. For example, they say the Russians say that it was a U.S. attack through NATO through Ukraine, that they're making war against Russia. We say that, but we said it even before the war started. But they said that because the Russians say that, there's clear evidence that we are working for Russia. So, and they can do that to anybody. So you cannot have independent thought. And that's the scary thing. I mean, this whole thing about freedom of speech, it's not just something for me to say something, but it's the right of people to hear what's being said. And people don't have to agree, but at least they have access to some kind of educated opinion, as opposed to the bias that the system has created for people in terms of how they should understand what we believe and, so forth.
I wanted to quit vaping so bad, but I had this control over me. Quitting on my own didn't work.
So, no Cori Bush hasn't reached out, Jamal Bowman, none of those people. Okay, I just wanted, none of those, that's amazing.
But you wanted to Cori Bush, she's in St. Louis, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is.
I helped her out in her first campaign for office, and then that was the last I heard from her.
Yeah, we've had a problem. We've had a problem getting in touch with her also. Yeah.
Well, this sounds like the worst thing that happened to Africans in Florida since Will Smith released Miami. Am I right? Come on. Anyway, how can people support you? Are you asking for people to support you?
Surely. We think it's really important. First of all, go to handsoffgooooooo.org. And we think it's really important when you go there to look at the legal documents. Look at the indictment that they made against us. Look at the motion that was filed by our lawyer to dismiss the charges. Look at the thing that was done by the National Lawyers Guild as Friends of the Court motion. Look at all of this stuff, the back and forth. These are dispassionate statements about what occurred, what was supposed to have occurred. And so go to handsoffgooooooo.org. 1, 2. On tomorrow, there's going to be a massive mobilization in St. Petersburg, Florida, right across the bridge from Tampa, where the trial is going to happen. And we're calling on people to come who can come. But for the duration of the trial, we're having people come in, participate in organizing on the street, on the ground. Get in touch with your comrades and friends. Put this story out so it's not hidden under the bush. Take the charges, take the indictment, take the response to the indictment. Let people have an informed understanding of what this thing is all about. I think that's part of what you can do. And go to handsoffgooooooo.org and you can see other things. Obviously, we need resources. We've had to spend something like $300,000 up to now just dealing with the legal fees. It cost us $40,000 just in damages to our property and materials that they stole from us, like computers and cell phones and things like that. So money is an issue, and their objective in part is to break us, is to take all of our resources. They have banks which have sanctioned us, that banks that we've been dealing with for more than 20 years, never missed a payment and always, most time, paid before time. They've called in mortgage loans that given us something like 2 weeks to pay $80,000. So go to handsoffgooooooo.org and you can find out more information. Thank you.
And in St. Petersburg on the 31st, which is Saturday, August 31st. So if people are watching on Friday, it'll be tomorrow. If people are watching this on Saturday, it'll be Saturday.
That was
in
yesterday.
St. Petersburg, you're going to have a huge rally, right?
Yes, yes, yes. And
I'm
all
gonna check
kinds of
that
places.
out.
Okay, handsoffyahoo.com. Is that .org?
.org.
Hands,
Yup, .org, and that's the end of that. To finish off this final thought, we had 2 hours. The Fuck the Government podcast. I thought I was going to a real rant. I guess I'm too calm, cool, and collected. But look, they're showing you that they can make up charges against you. You know, so fuck the government and everything they stand for. Shouts out to everybody coming through. Shouts out to Black Panther Jacket Brown. Shouts out to Charles. And shouts out to everybody that's gonna catch this on the playback. You know, this the Fuck the Government podcast episode 30. We just tied up with the Matrix versus reality. That's at 30. So, you know. And next coming up, I got some music to drop, and I got the HHN Hurricane Hood news to drop. So this is the Fuck the Government podcast episode 30. Why we say fuck the government? Because they're killing us through the food, through the water, through the air, through the disease. If you don't believe me, look it up. Now look. About these immigrants, I talked about the immigrants first. Y'all better squad up, brush up on your Spanish, better get a Rosetta Stone or something. Use your phone, nigga, like write down some shit, do it manually, whatever. But you gotta brush up on that Spanish. You better learn that shit. Dig in the words of Denzel, you better learn that shit. For training day, train your mind. And plus, whether you know it or not, learning another language unlocks other parts of your brain. So learn something. Some food for thought. They say reading is fundamental. Reading is fun to your mental. Okay? So this your man's Hurricane. Fuck the government. I'm out.